Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another wonderful episode of Timberborn, where we have survived pain. for lack of a better term, we survived pain. The bad tide that was the last at the beginning of the last episode, destroyed so much. Well, it didn't really destroy too much, but it made things not happy for the beavers. We got so many sick beavers because we had to do an emergency measure, throw this levee system in to try to prevent some of the excess bad tide from, folding onto all of our stuff. So that's where we're at there. I still want to fix this because I don't want to have this being the solution, right? I want to take advantage of the bad tide when it's rolling through here and actually, use it as opposed to just having it just blocked off. And well, that means blasting this out, getting in here and putting in some power wheels, letting that run, some water wheels, sorry. And that'll be one of the things we get to work on today, I think. That requires getting in here and blasting that out, though, and I don't have the explosives because we don't have the power to do the explosives and run everything else at the same time. That brings us back to the beginning of the last episode. I still want to get up here and build some batteries. That means crossing this bad water ravine that it is about to turn into because we're about to walk into a bad tide. I paused the game just at the 3-day notification, so that's where we ended off the last episode. That being said, we're going to get up here, put the batteries in. This is going in nice and slowly, so that'll be great. We'll have access to all of this clean water, which will be beautiful. We'll not be wanting for water anytime soon. Obviously, you can see that we have a bunch more farmland now because, well, we ran into a food issue last time, if you remember that. Thankfully, we have that rectified for the most part. I do want to put in some more of these beehives so that the food stuff comes up a bit faster, but that'll be on the back burner as far as requirements or list priorities. That's the word I'm looking for. Priorities don't require us to do that quite yet. That will be one of the things that'll be on the list, but probably not taken care of as like one thing I'm going to stare at and hope that it gets accomplished. That being said, I do want to expand industry. That requires more power, which requires more gears, planks, and paper, because replacing these requires all three of those things, which means I need these guys to work harder so I can get more of those things to do all the things. That being said, let's go ahead and hit the play button, let things roll forward. It is the beginning of cycle 13, day 5, so we are going to have an 8-day temperate cycle, so that's nothing to scoff at. And that is slowly getting put in, so that'll be good. Now, this down here is going to require a lot of treated planks, which we have enough for all of the things, actually, so that shouldn't be that bad. Problem is just getting out here with the planks that we have, which are slowly working their way in, because we do have only 2 lumber mills actively going right now. We're still lacking in the way of haulers. Probably pull down some of the workers so that haulers can do more hauling things. You guys are already prioritized for hauling purposes, so that gets going. We did get these irrigation dumps in now, these fluid dumps, so we can keep everything irrigated better in the future, so we don't have to worry about having these filled with water. They can actively just pull all of this out. That being said, I could probably focus on, once this gets torn out and we place our forester on top of this little hole that we're about to blast out, we can actually pull these dams out because we won't need to keep water in here, because, well, we have the water down here. We have the little irrigation ponds here and here, and in the future here, to keep everything nice and lush and green. One of the things I do want to think about doing today is once we have enough metal blocks and enough planks, we can put in the irrigation barriers to prevent the bad tide from causing any problems for anything over here, and we can expand our forestry system to encompass this side as well, so we can get some more trees. in turn turning into planks, gears, and everything else that we need in order to actually get this this colony flourishing. But I've been yapping long enough. Let's go ahead and hit the 3 times speed. Let's get things moving in the right direction as we do. 2.6 days left on this. We're going to let them continue working on that slowly but surely. And go ahead and do something ridiculous. So I think that's a good height. We can keep that there. And then we'll grab our path, go ahead and path along like so. Grab our double platforms and start tossing them in here. We're going to want, I think we're going to want triple, no, not triple. Why am I saying triple? So platforms on top here, run like that. Double platform and then single platforms like so. We'll just run the power on top. And then we'll have the little drop down and it'll feed into all this system back in here. When we have the opportunity, when we have enough planks and gears in paper, we can start carrying these out one by one. Probably actually just start with this one on this end. Yeah, we won't be hurting for in losing that one. Unlock this for 1.4 thousand science. And that can be a little higher of a priority because I need that for any of this. I'm not too concerned about getting any of that done. This will be a slow project they could work on in the background because, well, we have access to water, right? We've got plenty of water. We got plenty of water stored. Push comes to shove, we could put in the smaller water pumps on this side and let them work on that as things progress. I do want power to be the #1 problem solved today. Power, bad water, and explosives. And probably something else along those lines. I haven't decided yet. I do need the gravity battery, so that does mean I need to turn the observatory back on so I can get some more science. But that's going to pause because, well, we're out of power. Because, again, the wind is not blowing. You gotta love it when the wind doesn't want to work for you. And I'm not gonna blow it to the mic this time, guys. You can't catch me 3 times in a row now. I guess it's technically not in a row because I was smart the last go. That's at 1.5. That's at 1.5. That's good. That's good. That's really, really good. Got 0.5 days left. The water is going to start slowing down. I could unpause this. Well, it's about to be nighttime and they're about to stop working for the day. I can steal some bodies from this stuff, though. I don't think I need that many. I know that's what caused the food problems that we had before. I'm going to pull this up now. Let that last bit of water flow into here. Go ahead and pull this up like that. A little bit more. Just a smidge bit more, and we'll pull that up all the way. There we go. That will fill in the last little bit right there, and that'll be good. Now, bad tide stays where it's supposed to stay. Good, bad tide. Good. You listened this time. I am proud of you. Okay, so 18 days. We've got enough food and water for 20 days of a system for this system right now. That is good, and everything is nice and irrigated. Things are going in the right direction, so I'm very happy about this. Now, what are they building? So they're just putting plank or logs into all this right now. We don't have any planks because that all went into this over here, and that's fine. I could. I'm not going to destroy that yet. Can I unpause this right now? No. No, I cannot. Will this... I don't think this will actually work like this, right? Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't work. Yeah, that doesn't work either. Could fill this in with levees down here and then put power or the water wheels on top of that, and that could feed into here. That's a good source of power for the bad tide season. which comes once every, or there's a 40% chance of a bad tide each cycle. So that's not a bad use of our stuffs here, but I'm not sure I want to be too concerned about that right now. I do want more. I would love to have more planks, but I don't know how to increase our plank production other than just throwing in some power wheels in here just to make sure that the planks are going. Now we have the logs. We have a ton of logs actually. Don't know why they're not pulling that down. Not sure why they're not focusing on that. This still has about 6 to 9 days left on all of these. That's fine. Okay, they are actually getting to that slowly but surely. Okay, cool. I'm not too concerned about that quite yet. Let's take a look at that irrigation barrier. Contamination barrier, not irrigation barrier. Two different things. That's folktails versus the iron teeth. Contamination barrier just stops the contamination from spreading. Irrigation barrier stops both contamination and irrigation from spreading. So that's not what we have here. We have contamination. Okay, science is back up to 400, and that requires planks and iron blocks or metal blocks. We have the metal blocks, we just don't have the planks, and I just told them to do all of this over here, which they are slowly working on. So I am going to drop the priority on this over here on top. And that will let them focus on building this over here. And that means I can continue on like so. And that means I probably need to do something like that. And then I shouldn't need to do anything too crazy to get up here, right? Should be just a straight shot up. Yeah. And that's just stairs like so, all the way. One platform there. Oh no, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work at all. 'Cause that's a 2-step right there. Yep. That means you need to be a double, you need to be a single here, and then double, then a single. There we go. All the way up there, and that will be great. And we can just follow along behind it with the double platforms down to there. 2 singles across the backside there, and then doubles on the stairs. We can run power from there, but that requires us pulling in these high power shafts and just flipping that like that. Now this is going to take planks and gears, which, as I've mentioned about 15 times at this point, we are pretty much hurting for all of that, but don't foresee that being an issue. Now, since we did do this like this, I don't have to be too concerned about where they are at in the build process, because they can reach above them to build those power shafts. So that is good. Now, I did want to put in, I think, doubles here. Is that the right height? It is. So that'll give us 2, and then we can put in a third one right here. Like so, and that will be 3 gravity batteries, and I have the science yet again to go ahead and throw this in, and that will give us a good chunk of power. Now, since I did it like that, I can actually gain access to this and start blasting that down. So having those on those platforms is the smarter way of going about that. Now, that also means I need to give them a way up there so they can actually place those things, which shouldn't be that big of an issue. I just need to give them stairs and do things smarter than that. Let's see here. To do it like this, just do this. Right? They should be able to gain access to all that. Come around this backside, and we'll get the stairs right there. There we go. That should do it. Should be able to come in like that and then reach all of that. No issue Now, did I give them path along the stairs here? I did not. That's okay. Now it's all connected, and it's all connected. There we go. That's going to require a lot of planks, which are moving, though, so that's a good thing. How are we doing on food? Food's doing good, still at 2,000. Water's still doing good at 2.3 thousand. I think we could probably think about expanding our beaver population. Just lost a beaver, so that's why that happened. But that's fine. Metal blocks. Do I have the power capacity to turn this back on? I do. I need to turn these back on here soon because that's empty. And this is almost empty. That's going to dry out here soon. I could open this floodgate just a hair to let some of that water splash over. Then deposit. That shouldn't overcap there. You guys can go help out somewhere else. Probably do the same for both of these. I need more pine resin, so that's one body there. And let's get you... Why don't you plant some wheat? We don't have the power for wheat production quite yet. But if we get that in, that wouldn't be a bad thing. I do want to put storage for wheat over here, though, so that's not... That won't be too much of an issue. That's flour. There we go. Wheat, and then click on this button to make things go faster, and boom. Now they can plant all the wheat that they want. That's not going to be enough irrigation to reach that side. This should keep a portion of it. Actually, you know what? Not plant this quite yet right here. Or I could tear this out, actually. How far? You can reach that far. Could play with this side a little bit and just let water in this way, and that will allow that to happen or stay irrigated. Don't think that'd be too much of an issue. I should have just built this over a little bit more and put that on an irrigation platform like this guy is over here. But I did not do that. That's okay. That is fine. Things are looking good. We have food, we have water, we have lumber. This is finally growing in, so that's good. We can actually irrigate all of this. We can get some more stuff planted. If I put this up here, that should give a little bit more of a range. I should be able to plant some trees on this side. That'll give us more stuff, and we could actually start planting trees like the chestnut trees, and we can grill some chestnuts, which will be great. That'll be huge. That is going in. They are slowly putting these platforms in. I'm wondering why they're putting those platforms in as opposed to the stairs. Probably because they're having to wait for the logs to get to the top, so they're just putting in the logs as they go. Yeah. And then as planks get available, okay, that's fine. I'll allow that. Our supply is exceeding our demand, so that's good on that end. And I probably should have done this right here. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think that's it there. And I could do the same over here. 2, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think that's it right there. I'm not entirely sure, but that should be good enough. Once that gets torn out, I can double check the placement of all that. I could expand this backside since they're not really using this path anymore. That gives us even more wheat stuffs, which is always helpful. Now, wheat is supposed to be like the most beneficial food stuff that you can actually get in the game, because you get so much wheat that turns into so much flour, which then in turn turns into a lot more bread, right? So it takes a minute for the wheat to reach capacity, but once it does reach capacity, it goes that much faster. Okay, planks are moving. Logs are moving. That just turned on 4 additional bodies in building, so this should start going up a little bit faster. The stairs are almost all in, so that's good. How are we doing on gears? Gears are in the right direction. Hey, I'm not upset by this. I'm not upset by where we're at right now. So this is really good. Really, 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 really good. Can I pause something to turn something else on? How many did these need? 10 metal blocks. We have 40, and we're only putting up 3. Okay, I can pause this. So you're paused. And I want to unpause this. I have the bad water. Yeah, I have the bad water, and we have Lataxian here actively pulling in more bad water for us. That is set to obtain. That is set to supply, so we should have somebody moving that over here so we can actually make more explosives. And once the bad water or bad tide ends, we can sneak over here and hopefully blast some of this out, because that's going to be a priority. That is going to be a priority. But while the bad tide is still going, though, we can blast this down because we do have some explosives on hand as it is. Might as well take advantage of that while we've got it, right? Right? I think that's how that works. That did go in, though, so that's good. Now, as soon as we can get some actual wind going, that'd be great. That'd be really nice. Please? Please, wind? Do the windy things? If I blow this out, then this won't get power. That's fine. But it's not really fine because I wanted them to do things. These are going in, so that's cool. The power supply, the power system is going in, guys. We're finally getting to the thing that I wanted to do in the last episode. I made myself sad. Okay, that. Oh, why did you replant that one? Why did you replant that one? That's not marked for plant. Why? Tear it out. I'm not gonna wait 27 days for that to come in. Okay, tear it out. That's a priority, please. That knocked out. We'll go ahead and throw in our explosives right there. Pre-can those. Thank you. Thank you. All right, cool. Water is good. I always come back to that since I'm a little gun shy after the last episode, right? Running out of food makes you a little gun shy about your terrible life choices. So, constantly going back and forth, staring at that just to make sure I'm not losing it, not losing something, not losing the entire colony, right? Food's good, water's good. Back to the focus. Food's good, water's good. Back to focus, right? That's how this is supposed to work. Allegedly. Allegedly, that's how this is supposed to work. Now, they should, once this gets put in, and these two get put in as well, they should have access to the gravity batteries. So that'll work. That'll do. That'll do. Do I have... No, I'm out of planks now. Yeah. This is eating into all of our planks. That's okay. Once this goes in over here, that will make the plank production and the gear production go that much faster because we'll have a solid and consistent supply of power. Probably not enough to run all of the things, but it'll be enough to keep things that are required, like the lumber mill going, which is a good thing. And the explosives factory. I need that. I need that. Okay, that's all in. Great. That's gone. Beautiful. Now we can throw this in right here. Tear this one out right here. Is that what I want to do? Yeah. I'll tear that one out right there. Throw in our forester right here. And then fluid dump will go right here. And we can throw in a lumberjack flag right there and then path in like so. That'll save us one position down here. What's your range? That's some range right there. That is some good range. I'm going to bump this on the priority list over the water system over there, or the power system, because I do want that to get accomplished as soon as possible. The explosives are in, so that's good. That'll make things go down further. That means more potential energy that will be turned into kinetic energy, which means better things for us. Okay, so that's what I thought was going to happen. Not too much. It's not the best. I don't want that to happen. But it's okay. How come you guys haven't torn that out? Or that? Probably going to reach maturity before you guys actually finish that. And then, since that's all out, we can go ahead and throw in our beehives. That should provide coverage fairly well. That'll give us more potatoes. So we can fry them and mash them. No, we're not going to fry them. We're not going to mash them. We're going to grill them. We're going to grill them. It's, I'm sorry. I got a little too excited there. Okay. Been watching too much Beaver Dirt League. I love their content. It always cracks me up. It always makes me happy. All right. There we go. That's in. Now we can do more explosions. Beautiful. I don't know how they... Well, I guess they reached it from the corner. I'll allow that. I'm not going to fight them on that. Water's still doing okay. Might need to turn this up in the priority so we can get some more water. But the bad tide's almost over, so never mind. Never you mind. Now, what I could do is help with their well-being scores a little bit, since I do have this science. Do like little contemplation spots around while we're waiting on all of the things to get accomplished in the background. You know, just throw them in onesie twosies here. That's gonna get flooded underwater. Throw that in right there. And I don't think we're getting... Okay, we have a couple injured. They are occupying the 2 medical beds that we own. Might as well throw in another one right here. Probably need a place that's actually a pretty good spot for this to go, honestly. And that is right here, maybe? We got foodstuffs readily available. And when they get better, they can get back to work, right? Is that how that works? I don't think that's exactly how that's supposed to work, but I am going to say that's how it's going to work today. And now it's not even. It's not even. It's not even. It's not. That's not even. Okay, do that. Fix it. Fix it. Fix my terrible placement, please. Thank you. And then back here. That goes there. Now, if we keep these off of the road, then nobody should get stung. I think the beavers get stung if they walk by and they're not farmers. If they're farmers, they don't get stung by the bees. I'm not entirely sure if it's a true statement or not. We'll try it, and everything should be off of the paths. Right now, it looks like we're good on that end. Unconnected building. Yeah, they haven't built the platform yet, guys. What are you complaining about? Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. All right, bat tide is over, so that's good. We'll watch this go ahead and clear its way out on here. Go on, get out. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here now. Go on. Good job. And down this way, please. Give me all that good water. Bring back the goodness that we need. That's it, 0.2 or 2.0. We'll put that down 1.5. Stop flooding, please. That'd be appreciated. There we go. Nice and clean. Nobody's in. Oh, we stopped. That's waiting on planks. Everything's waiting on planks right now. Yeah, I got two. A little plank happy. My bad. My bad. Okay. It's for a good reason. It's for the good of the colony. There's so much water that I haven't even gotten to tap into yet. Now we are gonna have to pull in from that, so that's gonna pull some 7 beavers. Wow. Away from things, which means I need to save beavers from other places. You don't need to be in there since that is now there. We can actually destroy this thing here, right? You can reach all that? Yeah. Boom, gone. So that'll be good. Once that gets moving, which ATQ is pumping water in there already, that will irrigate all of that. It did nothing over here, so that is observed. We have appropriately observed that, but we can throw in some additional oak back here now. So that will be UG, and we could throw in a pine tree. There we go. I do need to fix that, so that means one more pine right there, and we can fill out that hole right there with pines. Bada bing, bada boom. Not lobotomy. We're not talking about lobotomies, guys. If you want to talk about that, go watch Oompraville. Sweet. Kind of want to pull this up. It's going to cause some flooding, but that is a sacrifice that I'm willing to make because I want all this water coming here instead of all of it pouring out this side. Wish it wouldn't cause that flooding issue to go like that, but it's okay. How is this coming along? That's going in great. They just put that in. You should still have access to all this. They're putting in those platforms now. Great. That as soon as these stairs go in, which they are, we can start worrying about this. Now that's going to take 120 gears, 120 planks, and 30 metal blocks. We have the gears, we have the metal blocks, don't have the planks. It means I'm going to have to slow down plank usage somewhere. I don't think there is plank usage anywhere right now. The only thing that's using planks now is this platform system that's on top. They're not building that because that's a lower priority than this. And the explosives are going in. So that's going to be so much power. That is going to be brilliant. Now, I could think about expanding some of our beaver population. But I want to expand our water storage before I expand beaver population, right? No, I could unpause this. No, I don't want to unpause that. I do want to. 300 extra power or water storage. Is that worth it? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. But I can tell him to plant some more oaks over here. So we're going to do that. I'll go a little something like that. Probably squeeze 1 or 2 in here. And that should be everything covered. Okay, we have another bad tide coming. Now, I don't know how far that our bad tide spread got to. I should have spent more time getting over here to explode this. I should have thought about that instead of focusing on other things. That's fine. That's fine. We'll get to that eventually. Why did they put that power shaft right there? We could go ahead and throw this little turn in right there. Throw that in as well. Since we've gained access to this up here, we could probably start tearing into these logs up here as well. That's a good chunk of lumber right there, which we are sorely hurting for right now. And probably That keeps a... Well, that's irrigating a lot of this right here, right? Good. That's... No, I don't want to do that. I think this is going to stay like that. That's all. So we're losing a lot of land to the lake, right? A lot of potential area for us to work is being taken up by the lake. What I could do is consolidate this into like a singular deep point, blast this all down, but I don't think that's worth it. I'm more of the mind to blast all of the lake out and have like a huge hole or even more water storage. And then we can expand upward onto these plateaus for even more food production and lumber production. I think that's the smart thing to do. I think I want to do that. This is all clean water now, so that's good. That's really good. That's all going off the side of the map, though. So that's not what we want to see. But for now, that shouldn't be a problem. Lumber is at a standstill. What are you doing there, bud? You are slowly planting things. That's already a peak. That's a peak. And that's working. Okay, we have our first gravity battery in. Sweet. I love it. 1,800 potential energy. That should go up another 2,000. No, 4,000. So 22,000 horsepower per hour right there in one little gravity battery alone. And once these 22 planks come in, that'll be 44,000. And then an additional 8,000 once we blast some more of this out. So things are looking hecka good right now. I am not complaining about that whatsoever. Now, it's not going anywhere because, well, the rest of this hasn't been built. Probably... Oh, shoot. Okay. Whew! Quick on the draw there, Mr. McGraw. I'll take that for $5, please. Whew! Whew, the bad tide. Whew, the bad tide. Okay. Breathe. Breathe. Sit back. We can enjoy the view for a second, guys. Just settle down. Take a minute with me. Just inhale. Exhale. Okay. We good? Is everybody good? We're ready to get back to the game? Okay. Okay. There we go. Nice little slap up. That prevents any of the bad water from coming through. That's going to flow through this side. Now we can see... Well, it's not going to show us the first half day. But that's fine. Nobody's going to get sick because they're not walking through the poo water. That's even better. Okay, first third of the day, still not seeing any of the bad water moving. Construction lacks materials. Yeah, that's all that. I know that. Probably pause this one for now. Save us some planks so they can work on finishing this side. Because it's good and all that we have the batteries, but since they're not actively assisting with anything, then they're not doing anything for us. So this needs to be the priority over the rest of that, right? So they could... 17 planks. No, I'm going to set the... Yeah, priorities get the power moving in the right direction. Cool. Now, while that's going, what else can we spend some of our science on? Scarecrows? It's just an aesthetic building, but... provides a little bit of happiness, so we could throw one of those in right there. And we have the paper. Yes. And then while they're hanging out next to there, yeah, yeah. I love it. Beautiful. Okay, so that does reach there. That should be peak bad tide, right? That's not diluted bad water. That is straight up bad water. It's fighting the good irrigation from this end, which is why it's green instead of just brown. But yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna give this a priority bump since I have so many injured beavers right now. That went in really fast. That one did too. Let's go. I'll take it. I'll allow it. A little happier beavers. Let's see, what else could we do to help with their happiness? I figured that every time I've played this game, I don't focus on the well-being, so they don't have a longer lifespan, right? So it just means that they have to be reliant on the cycling of generations. But if I can keep them working longer, it also increases their efficiency. So if they stay alive longer with their well-being, right, their work efficiency goes up as well. Because if we come in here and we check out Ashley DMC right here, and we'll slow down the game a little bit, we can increase work speed up to 40%. So right now it's at 20. You can get that to 40% with just an additional one more well-being point, and then another 7 points. We'll get another 15% movement speed, and then 20% with another 2 on the happiness or well-being. We could do that a couple ways. We could do that with food, which wouldn't be a bad idea, or we could do it the cheap way. If we had the lumber, we could do the farmer monument. We do have the lumber coming in. We need to unpause this so we can get that re-irrigated, because that's just gonna die, which is not good. I could get up here and get this lumber. There's some right there, and there's a bunch right there. This is all right here. Okay, there are options. There are options. Sorry for the spinning around. You spin me right round. Wait, wrong song. Don't get DMCA'd me. Never mind. We're fine. Everything's fine. There we go. All right. Logs are moving in. That's good. Planks are moving in and moving out as fast as they're being built. I was talking about all those things, and I never actually committed to doing anything to help them be happier. Agora requires us to be a little bit further in the bad water tech tree, which we haven't really been working on. Could do Lido's. That gives them 2 bonuses. How much does the Lido give them? Is that a plus? That's not going to show me there. Can I see, please? Lido gives them a +1, a carousel +3, mud bath +3, books. No, I don't want to do books yet. Bulletin pole should be easy, and same for the beaver statue. That requires metal, right? I think both of those require metal. Decoration, that requires 2 metal. I could build 2 of those, because this one's already got all of its metal blocks in. That one does as well, and we've got 15. Yeah, I could build a few of those. And look at that. Perfect spot right there, inadvertently created by past me. So decoration, bulletin pole, that's going to require some planks. That can go in right there. And we could do the same. I don't want to put it on top of a house, but at the same time I don't. But it kind of defeats the purpose of a bulletin pole. If you can't read it, then what's the point in having it, right? We do have 6 beavers in here at all times, though, and we have haulers running back and forth to acquire that water, so that should help with bringing up some happiness, right? One thing that I'm probably going to have to work on soon is expanding our food storage, though. This is not going to keep up with the demand. How many people actually have the roof, not many. I'll probably grab the roof 2x2 right here, or the 3x3. Yeah, we'll do that. Toss those on right there. That'll cover all of that housing, and that should make them a little bit happier. That'll call for some planks, but that's okay. I am going to boost that up because we keep on getting injured beavers. And yeah. Yeah. I'm loving it. Slowly getting there. Come on, guys. Last few pieces. I believe in you. 27 explosives. That finished. They finished pumping that out. That'll keep that will allow for that to expand a little bit further. So see if I can get a little bit more water into there. Probably not. Nope, didn't work. Yeah. How are we doing on this? You guys haven't touched these because that all requires plank. Paper is all in, so that's cool. Probably do something more for paper storage since that's going to be one of the requirements for replacing all of these windmills. But that's future me problem. That is waiting on 2 planks. That is waiting on 3 planks probably. No planks. They just need to slap it. And then 1 log. Cool. We're going to have power. We're going to have power. It makes me so happy. Oh, it's just going to be great. Not going to help out too much, like I said. Thankfully, I shouldn't say thankfully. At this point, we don't have the iron bots or the no, what are they called for the folk tales here? That's under science. The timber bots. We don't have the timber bots yet, so they don't work. No one works 24/7 at this point. During the night cycle, this will actually recharge. Sadly, during the day cycle, when there's no freaking power, it's not going to recharge. So there's that. There we go. Now we got some power running. 700 network supply, 0 demand because it's the night cycle. This should start going back up. There it goes. How far does it go back up in a single day or night cycle though? Lost about 7 or 6,000 horsepower. Almost up to 19,000. Not too bad. That's all good. We can blow that out. That'll give us even more potential energy. Oh, that only went up 2,000 that time? Is there diminishing returns on this? I wonder. I'm pretty sure I saw a 4,000 bump earlier. I could be mistaken. It's highly possible. It is highly possible. Okay. Now that that's in, planks should move faster now, right? Because I'm not waiting on the wind to do the wind things. Now, the smart thing to do would be to just slowly start putting all of the windmills up here. I think I might do that. Instead of onesie-twosie tearing these out, I can onesie-twosie place windmills up here to replace those in their entirety. And I think I'm going to do that. Because that'll get them out of the way. So I can actually make this a little bit better of a industrial area. Probably move all of this down here or just over. I've mentioned that before, but that requires planks. Everything requires planks. I know I keep complaining about it, but it's holding me back, man. It's holding me back. We do have Do we open the grist mill? That'd be a good way to get some. Requires 20 planks and 20 gears. We have the gears. We have the lumber barely. We have the science. Yeah, why not? Or we could just throw that over here. No, I don't want to put that there. Boo, 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 boo. So many questions. Alright, where are the planks going right now? They are being put into the stuff. Nope. Nothing going in there. In there. Okay, so we got some of the medical beds up and running now. That's good. Did they put in a bulletin board? I don't think they did. That's it right there. They are putting the planks in there. Okay, that's fine. I'll allow that. Same thing on this side there. Put the metal blocks in. Cool. Gucci. I love it. I love it a lot. You love to see it. Things are looking a lot better. Things are a lot more controlled now. We'll not talk about the almost destruction of the colony that just about happened because I forgot to move the water because of bad tide. It's okay. Ooh. That. You don't need to be there. You're just burning water unnecessarily at this point. You save all the potatoes. That's appreciated. Could do another irrigation pond right here. We should do that actually. So we'll do that. Irrigation pond, and we'll put in another forester right on top of that. And that'll be good. That requires more gears, which are actually being put into all of the other things. We do have our first bulletin pole in, though, so that's good. Roofs are not in yet. Those only take a few planks. Probably give that a boost. That's 14. We wanted 15, if I remember correctly. 15 gets us to the 40% work speed for everybody. Now we've got ATQ in here that was tired, I guess. But that's good. That's good. That's really, really good. Power, we're still exceeding power versus demand, supply versus demand. We do have a max of 20 or 44,000 now, and that'll bring it up another smidge right there. 26 now. Not gonna complain. I'm not gonna fight it. Going to slowly accept the fact that we're getting more energy, and it's free. Well, almost free. It only costs us explosives, and those are free because it's only bad water, and we have so much of that over here. Brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. 3.5 days left of the bad tide. All right. Grist mill. That's what I was working on earlier. So I want that there. Then can I fit what I want? Can I do that? Yeah, why not? Put that there. That'll go there, and we'll put the grist mill, not bakery, grist mill right here. I don't know if that will actually fit right there. Can I put that right here? I can put that right there. Okay, so that'll save us 1 log. But hey, it's 1 log. It's kind of cool to have the windmill as the power supply for the grist mill because you know that's kind of what they did to make wheat and flour. You know, take advantage of the things that you have available to you. Darn it, just win. Anyway, I'm not going to continue that line of thinking because my brain doesn't want to think about that. Anyway, cool. That's in. That's all already set for cutting. No, it's not. Okay, go ahead and set that up. Those last pieces. Now that that's all in, the only thing that we need to do is stockpile all the things I've already been complaining about this entire time. Cool. That went in. We can blow that out now. And go ahead and get this in like so. That out. This path can come around this backside like so. Go ahead and throw in 2 lumberjack flags like that. Come in here to well-being. Throw in a grindstone like that. And throw in a forest. Bada bing, bada boom. I love this setup. Shout out to I'm drawing a blank on his name. I'm drawing a blank on his name. JC the Beard. Shout out to JC the Beard for this wonderful little layout here. I'm not sure if he came up with it or one of his viewers did, but that's such a good layout. It's so efficient. Such an efficient use of space. I was trying to do that back in here, but I didn't want to tear out the trees, so that's why that didn't happen there. But like this, that is such a great use of space. I could make the pathing a little bit easier by clearing this stuff out, so probably just tell them not to plant that and put a path in there once that gets chopped down. But for now, we're supposed to, like, you are supposed to be wheat flour, but you don't need to be there right now because there's no power there. And then we can throw that in, and that's just waiting on one more plank. Planks are moving in the positive direction, guys. That's what we love to see. There we go. Go ahead and throw that in there for me, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Last half of a day of bad tide remaining. Brilliant. Now we can do that. Now I need a place to store wheat flour. I don't want to put that there. Could store it up here. I could start this whole system on this side. Do I have the means to get up there smartly? I think the answer is no, I do not. Okay, that's the end of the bad tide. Come up here. We'll make sure that it doesn't cause any problems for us. Again, we have wheat flour moving. I just need a place to store it. And down with your bad self. There we go. Now we've got water moving. You come up to 0.5. You come down to 0.5. Hopefully we don't flood again. And we flooded again. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. Okay. Okay. Where are all the berries going? That's my question. Oh, we have 241. Okay, I was looking in the wrong line. Should I turn this back on? We can get some more antidote. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Just in case. I don't anticipate anything negative happening like that, but just in case, like I said. Should move this over. Because that covers down a pretty good portion, as does that. Yeah, I want to move that over. I'm going to do that. We'll yeah, do that. I'm going to replant that as all this gets re-irrigated. It's okay, that's fine. Nothing to do within range. You already cleared all that out that fast? My goodness, Sapphire. Look at you kicking butt and taking names. Have somebody come pick up these logs. That's 20 logs, basically, or 36 logs. Sitting up there doing nothing for us because nobody wants to pick it up. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I'm happy. We have things done. We accomplished something here, guys. We did something productive. It doesn't seem like we did much, but getting this in, that's going to be huge for power production. And now that we've got this cleared up, we can do something ridiculous, like throw in a bunch of these large windmills. Large windmills for days, but first we need to figure out a way to get that power down. So that's going to require doing something like this and something like this. Like that. They did come and clean that up good. And I think I want to turn that this way. And then don't think that's necessary to go that way. Yeah. Good. Yeah, let's do it. Commit. Probably way too much, but now the question is, can I fit that back in here? I can. I have to put a platform right there to get something like that there. This is not necessary, but symmetrically speaking, I want to. Okay, you can fight me in the comments all you want, but I'm gonna do that. Last plank going in. We're gonna have so much power, so much potential power saved up. It's gonna be beautiful. Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it a lot. We have a drought approaching. I don't care about droughts, game. We've been over this, okay? We have been over this. Droughts don't bother me. Droughts don't bother me at all. Okay? Having not enough beavers bothers me, but that's a different story. Now, I could fix that. Droughts don't bother me one iota. Entirely true. I'm gonna have them come pull this in because that's water. I have the water here, but I also lowered the priority on this, so they haven't been working on this. We can't really pull from that. All right. So that'll be what we'll focus on next time. We're going to plus up the beaver population by another 20. That shouldn't be a problem. We have 2,000 water. 2,000 water, 16 happiness or well-being score. So that's good across the board. Immediately drop back down 15. So that's no bueno, but that's okay. That's gonna go in. That's gonna make things so much better. That's gonna be a constant battle over here because the power is not available. But we're producing flour. You're not doing anything actively anyway because I don't have a place to store the flour quite yet. You don't need. I'll let you finish filling your internal storage for the antidote. Probably have them. If I empty these two, I can build the stairs and get access up here. I can start expanding storage upwards up here. Do that. I can already go ahead and place all of that right there. I have to destroy the beautiful pieces of roofing for those guys, but that's okay. That's already empty. See, that's how little those things actually provided any water storage. It's crazy to me how little that actually provides. But that's okay. We're past that. We've moved on. Things are better. Now what can I do now? That's wasting water on that side, but that's okay. I don't want to play with that game. That is done, so that's good. I can actually come in here and we can set up our... We can move our farmhouse over. That's the word I was looking for. So that's good. Food dump right now. Don't need to unpause that one yet. Don't need to unpause that one yet. That one's... Should unpause this one. No reason not to. Already... I think that's empty in there. Yeah, it's great. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I love it. This will slowly go in. As time moves on, I didn't put down any additional explosives down here. And I think next, we'll finish this over here. And we'll start moving down the tech tree as far as bad waters. So we'll get the centrifuge up and running so we can get some extract, so that'll help with explosives. That'll mean we can start blasting some more of this out to store even more water, so it's not all just flooding out this end. Oh, what is this piddly little 13-day drought? Come on, game. I believe in you. You could give me a little bit of a challenge, you know? Not too much of one, because my heart can't take it, but a little bit's fine. You know, just a smidge bit of a challenge. My gosh, we are out of beavers, though. Where did all the beavers go? I didn't add that many jobs, did I? I feel like I just lost a lot of beavers. Yeah. Okay. It's okay. I can pause you now since I have that complete. Is that completely empty? I think I have too many farmhouses now. I'm feeling like we have a little too many farmhouses at this point. Just a little bit. Just a smidge too many farmhouses here. So I think I might pause a few of these. I feel like we've exceeded the requirements here just a tad. But I'm liking it. I'm liking where we're at right now. We're in a much better spot now. We still need planks, we still need gears, but that'll be the story of our life for, you know, the rest of this game. Yeah, don't go into the rocks. Stop going into the rocks. But look at this place. Doesn't it look gorgeous? Looks great. We have water. We have food. We have beavers. They're doing beavery things there in the background. We're not going to talk about that. And we have power. And we're expanding the power network, which is exciting. I'm loving it. That's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of power production, a lot of power moving into this system and into all this. Once that gets that is put in, then we can tear all this out, so it'll be even better for us. I'm stoked. I'm very happy with where we're at now, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a blast doing it. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend or weekday, wherever you are in time and or zone. I hope you are doing great and wonderful things. Thanks so much for watching this video. I do appreciate you. If you have made it to this point and you are not a subscriber, I would appreciate that. We are inching closer to that 500 goal, and every step just makes me that much more happier. And I appreciate you guys who helped me in that journey. I appreciate you all for coming in. I hope you have a wonderful time. I am repeating myself, so that means it's time for me to go. Guys, remember to stay hydrated. Make sure you keep your beavers nice and hydrated. We'll catch you on the next episode of Timberborn. I'm out. See ya. No. I'd be like, you got it. You got it. You got it. Hey, you lost a wingtip. You're fine. You're fine. Okay, you can stop. Ow, my foot.